It has climbing holds all over the place. I was told long before I built a tiny home that I should have it be a thumbprint of my personality or my passions. So I decided to build it around being able to climb inside. My name is Ben Brown, and this is Rupert, and we live in a tiny house together.
This video is sponsored by Stellan Da Vinci. Imagine a small, portable, compact toolkit that has over 10 different tools to help you make anything that you need. Well, lucky for you, you can get yours today. Click the link in the description and get up to 40% off your Stellan Da Vinci toolbox today. And enjoy today's video. And remember to subscribe.
I am originally from Atlanta and was living with a friend of mine for a couple of years in an apartment when I first saw a tiny house and decided this is something I need. Like, this is what I want to do. There wasn't anything in this house for a really long time. And then over the years, the Scotch collection just sort of took off. I had a dear friend of mine build the shelves over here on the sides, acquired a fountain, and that's really brought the place together. Moving this house back here was an absolute nightmare of a challenge. We moved it in here after a blizzard and had to do it in reverse because we weren't gonna be able to turn around because we were gonna get it stuck. One of the very first things that happened in here before it was even completed was the setting of the first route with the intention of being able to start at one spot and get all the way around without a whole lot of effort. It brings a whole new meaning to the phrase climb out of bed. This trailer was custom built for a tiny home. One of the things that makes it unique from another standard trailer is the wheel position. The wheelbase and the axles are placed specifically for you to build a structure on top of it. I cannot stress enough, if you're gonna build a tiny house, get some solid wheel covers, prevents tire rot, particularly if you're not gonna move it for a while. We did the cedar shakes on the top and then did a spot for people coming in for the driveway or what have you. 40-gallon propane tanks. Takes me almost an entire year to go through that for cooking and hot water. You've got the water jugs when we haul in the winter. In the summer, there's actually a well on the property. Love the feature of the outside outlet. If you're gonna build a house, make sure you've got an outside outlet for anything you want. In this case, it's for a bug zapper in the evenings in the summer. Threw a little mailbox on there. It was fun, little feature. Got this tray for doing ice baths once or twice a week. Really good for muscle recovery after climbing. Got a couple miscellaneous tools, a little place to work out. And in the back, we have the water spigot, just a simple fuse box. Controls all the lights in the HVAC. On the back here, we have the compressor, what is known as a mini split system, so it provides both heating and cooling from electrical. Have emergency water just in case. It's 64 gallons worth of it. We had a lovely little earthquake back here. I didn't have to use it at the time, thank goodness. One of the features that I've come to love about the house is hanging the wind chimes on the back. And some random storage back here, a grill that never gets used. And this actually is an electric feature for if I needed to go to an RV park. And the lovely little grapevine, about as fresh as they get. And let's go take a look at the inside. The fountain was an experiment. That's actually the second one I've had because the first one died, but I wondered if the first one would take up too much space or be too obnoxious or anything of that sort. I loved it. And so now I'm on to my second one. We've got lanterns. Some of them are music boxes, but they are also decanters and hold scotch. And then this is from One-Eyed Willie's pirate ship from the Goonies. Got the speakers nearby for having the surround sound experience on the couch where I do most of my work, do all the phone calls and change people's lives as a life coach. This eye bolt here houses one of the great features of this place, my beloved hammock. It's fantastic. Everybody should have a hammock in their house. The electric fireplace, it's really just a fancy space heater. Beautiful decanter from Romania. We have the ladder that comes off, just fits in the nooks of the hangboard. To have that not slide out, put in 2 slings and an eye bolt. And so then at that point, you spread these out, and now you're safe up there. This is the coziest loft ever. Took me a long time to decide on the green against the purple, but I just love it. We got the fan. If you've never heard of the Vornado, the air actually spins out as it's coming out. The skylight opens, the back window opens. We have a little prop for if I need to sit up and read. Fan up here. It's just a small addition up there that Nate put in, and there's the black light strips that really bring out the glow-in-the-dark stars. And you can quite literally climb out of bed. I was told long before I built a tiny home that I should have it be a thumbprint of my personality or my passions. And so I decided to build it around being able to climb inside. So one of the things that I found that I loved as an accent point in the house is macrame. Found this beautiful captain's decanter. They used to have the captain's scotch sit flat so that when the boat was floating and bobbing that the scotch wouldn't tip over. So that's why the base is huge. And my friend Matt built me these bookshelves. The TV sits on a mount that swivels all the way 180 so that I can go watch TV in the loft if I want to, which is super fun. We have the closet, nothing too fancy, just a small closet with some basic storage shelves, tankless hot water heater. It was a spectacular way to go. Moving over, did a bookshelf into the wall, which has been a beautiful feature. Remote for the AC. It's removable if I need it to be, but typically stays down here. And then we have the bathroom. Sawdust, because it's a standard composting toilet. It's just a bucket with sawdust. And just put some trays up here, little mini drawers to keep things in. I found that having a heater when it's cold in the morning is really nice. For the bathroom fan process, we just open the window, and then it's a simple window unit, but it does beautifully. I wanted a larger shower. I did not want a phone booth size shower where I felt cramped. And we did 2 heads. We've got the rain, and then we've got the standard shower head. It actually came with like an old folks bench to sit right here. Felt like that was a little too crowded. So it's plenty roomy in here. Have a pretty deep cabinet. My dad actually made this for us. Tons and tons of depth back in there. Pretty standard fridge. I didn't want to go with a dorm size fridge, but obviously wasn't going to get a huge one in here. Behind here, we have an 80-gallon water tank that gets filled in the summer by well water, and then in the winter I haul it. Loved the wine rack feature on the ceiling. Great space saver. Toaster oven, 1 setting on everything. That's my favorite thing about this. It keeps all your settings and all your timers on everything. So you just press a button and it's over. Pretty standard sink. Kitchen water goes straight down through the floor into the ground. We left all of this wide open under here to give wide variety to storage. Grabbed a microwave for hot fudge, popcorn, and the incredibly occasional mac and cheese. Firebox with important papers. One of the things that I had fallen in love with was the magnetic strip. If you don't have drawers, voila. We used these brackets from IKEA to mount the simple shelves, and paper towel holder. Nice easy place to put that. And pretty standard gas stove burners. I like to cook a lot, and so we have spice racks up here. These little minor shelves are like $2 from IKEA and have been one of the coolest additions to just create a little extra space where it was needed. Ditto for holding the bookshelf here. It's been a lovely addition. I made a deal with myself when I moved in here that I would stay in here as long as it didn't feel cramped, and that the day that I walked in and said, oh, this feels small, that I would give myself 3 months and just kind of shake that off or see how it sits. Never once. This is a lifestyle that has fit me so beautifully for so long, and I cannot imagine going back to living in an apartment or a standard size home.
Stellan Da Vinci, where technology meets art and what dreams are made of. Imagine a rotary tool, a drill press, a table saw, scroll saw, a router, a lathe, drum sander, disc sander, belt sander, reciprocating tool, a chisel, electric scissors, a vacuum and blower. Quite a mouthful, all in one toolkit. The dream is possible. At Stellan, we've devoted ourselves to making it easier for the dreamers and professionals of the world to bring their ideas to life. Anyone can use this toolkit for absolutely anything. Da Vinci works for everyone. Designed for portability and convenience, Stellan Da Vinci features not only a variety of useful tools inside the Genius toolbox, but also the master handle for comfortable carrying and a stainless steel work surface so that you can do your work anywhere and everywhere. Cut, sand, saw, shave, drill, the surface makes it easy to do and the handle makes it easy to move. The right solution is always at your fingertips. All you need to decide is which project you're going to take on next. So contribute today, choose the set that's right for you, and let's get working. Stellan Da Vinci, where technology meets art, what dreams are made of.